Now we have our taro leaf over here. Look at the leaf, it's quite big.
Let's go!
And we'll add all of this we'll just remove it like this. Serve it onto my plate. So this can be eaten for lunch, dinner, breakfast, any.
No, I'm not saving myself from the rain. These are taro leaves or colocasia leaves and they are really delicious to eat. I'll show you how to make them traditionally. These are traditionally made in Mangalore and it is called Patradya. Yes, the people of Mangalore will definitely identify this name because it is really very close to their heart. This dish is especially eaten during the rainy season. It helps to clear off your tummy from all the unwanted things. This is eaten for lunch or dinner and it's a savory dish. So let me show you how to make it. Let's go.
To make our taro leaf traditional dish, so for that I have taken some rice to grind. So this is around 3 cups of rice. So I'll grind this to a smooth paste along with some salt. So I'll put this into my blender. I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt to this and I'll add around 2 teaspoons of grated coconut to this. So coconut gives a good flavor, so that's why we add it. And I'll blend this into a very smooth paste and I have not added too much water to this. Just take a look. So it's hardly even covered with water. You can see it's just a few little bit of water, that's it, just for the sake of blending. So our paste is ready, but now we have to add 1 ball of tamarind into this because the taro leaves are really itchy, so the mouth starts itching when you eat it. So for that we have to add 1 ball of tamarind into our rice paste, because we are going to mix the taro leaves along with this paste. So we'll grind it along with some tamarind ball and we'll blend this into a smooth paste. So we have blended it along with the tamarind and now we'll put all of this into another bowl. Now we have our taro leaf over here. Look at the leaf, it's quite big. We will chop this stalk off like this. So I've taken this off and this part is really a little hard, so I'll slowly chop this off.
If you are watching this video and have not subscribed to me, please subscribe immediately. Even you guys try to make the recipes which I share and please send me the pic and I'll highlight you over here.
You don't require these stuff over here. And now what I'll do is I'll separate it from this part. So I'll remove all of this like this. So look at this, I removed all the tender part of the leaves and this I don't need because these are a little non-tender and it will not taste very good too. So this I can throw it away. So I just need this much. Now I'll chop all of this into really thin slices. So let me chop it off. Now after chopping, I'll add all these leaves into my rice paste which I just prepared. Now I have a steamer over here. So the steamer in which we make idlis and all. So we'll take a steamer and the vessel and we'll just put some oil on the steamer vessel and we'll grease it all over like this. I'll add all of this first. It should steam very well, so till that time I'll let it steam. So I'll cover it and keep it for steaming. So I have kept all this stuff ready for the gravy. So we have around 1/2 grated coconut. So half coconut I have grated it completely. So I have 1 bowl of half grated coconut. I have some coriander seeds. This is around 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds. 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. These are 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds. This is just a little bit of tamarind. And I have some red dry chilies, around 6 to 7. 6 to 7 are the hot chilies and around 3 to 4 are the colored ones, the ones which give color. And I have a half chopped onion, and I have some garlic and a ginger. So we fry the spices because it becomes little tender and really fragrant. So that's why we should always roast it with a little bit of oil, and it becomes really crispy, and it blends very well in the blender. So that's why we do it, as well as the fragrances emit out. That's why, that is the reason. So we'll put our fenugreek seeds in the very beginning, because the fenugreek seeds emit a lot of fragrance, and we have to just let it fry for just a minute until we put the rest of the spices. So now goes our coriander seeds and cumin seeds along with the tamarind. So I'm adding my onion. I'll chop it like this and add it. I'll add all my chilies and even the garlic. So these curry leaves I'll reserve some for the tempering later on. So I'll just add 2 or 3 curry leaves right now, and the rest I'll reserve for the tempering later on. And to this I'll add my coconut. Let's bring all of this together. We don't have to fry it much, just a little bit, so that it becomes a little crisp and all the fragrances start emitting. So I have my blender ready. I have put all the spices along with the coconut into the blender. Now I'll put 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. This is for color as well as for fragrance. And I'll put around half a cup of water into this and start blending. And if I need more water, I'll put it as and when I'm blending it. So as I'm blending it, I'll just put 1 teaspoon of salt into this. So I've blended my spices into a smooth paste. It has become really red in color, orangish red, and it's looking really beautiful. 1 teaspoon of oil. Now to this I'll add all the paste which I prepared, the coconut paste. And I'll let it fry for some time. I'll cover it and I'll let it cook for some time till the oil leaves the ends. Now we'll add a little bit of water to the gravy and make it into a very thin gravy like this. So our rice has already got steamed and I have removed it from the steamer, as well as our gravy is boiling away over here. So we'll chop this off like this now into square pieces. And we'll add all of this we'll just remove it like this. So because we greased our pan, that's why it has become it comes out really easily. So this is how we need it. So we'll make it into small pieces like this, and we'll just add it into our gravy like this. Look at all the rice which has been steamed along with the taro leaves. It is looking so amazing. So this goes inside the gravy and it soaks up all the gravy. We should include this in our diet, and it has a lot of fibers and it is really good for our health. So once in a year it's recommended to eat this, but I can eat this every day if somebody makes and gives it to me. So I decided to make it myself and have it. So now it's time to temper our dish, which is already done. So I'll put around 2 tablespoons of oil. Now to this I'll add around 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and let the mustard crackle a bit. So when the mustard is crackling, I'll add 3 garlic into this, and I'll add a handful of curry leaves into this. Now it is properly fried. Now I'll add this into my pot. Cover the tempering immediately because all the flavors should be trapped inside our gravy like this. So look at our taro leaf and rice dish. It is ready and it's looking very gorgeous. So I'll just serve it onto my plate. So this can be eaten for lunch, dinner, breakfast, any meal. And it's really filling and it gives a good flavor to the palate, and we really enjoy eating this. You can try this at home and let me know. I know it's a new dish for you, but nevertheless it's always beautiful to try new stuff as long as you are alive and if you are a foodie. So have a bite, guys.
Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up quickly. Subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Share with your family and friends. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, keep it simple. Simply City.